The big myth about Geminis is that you guys are shallow, superficial, obsessed with like stuff that doesn't even matter, socially petty. Basically that you guys are really light. You're sort of like the fizz in the drink. And the truth is, Geminis are, you guys have this playful side, you have this light side. But the principle of Gemini, the real kind of core meaning of the sign of Gemini, is that you guys are interested in information. You're curious, you're engaged with the world. I think this is where you guys get that stereotype of being shallow, is that I think of Gemini as a sign that does not discriminate between different kinds of information. Gemini is interested in accumulating as much information as possible and as diverse information as possible. And what I'm calling information is conversations that you have with the many people in your life, things you overhear, what you heard on Fox News when you were working out at the gym, what you read in the New York Times, what you see on Twitter, what you read in philosophy books, what you think about when you're keeping yourself up through the night with your busy Gemini brain. All of these things are sources of information. Likewise, your observations just about your kind of daily interaction. And Gemini's true gift is actually to make the connection, because you guys are the messenger. Hermes, right, is the messenger. He's your ruling planet. Gemini's making the connections between that sort of shallow level of material, this sort of like, oh, what did you get at the store? Oh, I got this thing and I'm having a great day. Having that conversation with the person, but you're also making the connection to like what's going on in the world that's kind of the context for this. What's the conversation that preceded this? What's the book that the person I'm talking to is reading? You're making all those connections and kind of weaving it all together. And so what Gemini really does is it knits the deep to the shallow and the shallow to the deep. It's all about the ability to appreciate these small daily moments, the minutia, and understand how much is underneath them. Now, of course, there are Geminis who are truly quite shallow and are going to prefer to live on that superficial level. I apologize, Gemini, because I talk about Trump a lot as an example of all the negative Gemini stereotypes, basically. He is someone who's consuming a lot of really shallow information, and he's living on that really shallow level. But that's because that's the kind of person he is. And your sun doesn't actually say what kind of person you are. It just says how you express these qualities that you have.